So Dirk on 184. Just trying to get back down to
93.
Two darts in double figures, and once again leaves 91. Lebanauskas has been away from the doubles for the last few legs. May have an opportunity here though.
137.
Dirk cannot take out this 91.
Well, this time he gets a treble 17, so tops and tens.
81.
Do you know, based on what we've seen so far, you wouldn't fancy Lebanauskas to mop this up. And he'll need treble 17. And now he needs the bull. Oh,
Game shot.
I think that's known as the commentator's curse, Johnny.
And it's going to be back to the drawing board for the Lithuanian to try and find some form. 6 darts here from Dirk van Dijkenbode
58.
to advance into round 2.
It's a long way back for Lebanauskas. He can hit and hope here.
159.
Now comes the hoping.
At 112. Get it this time. Goes to 12 for the tops. Thank you very much. Job done. The man who was made the final yesterday to start this campaign on this Saturday advances through to the last 64.
More results coming from around the boards here in Barnsley. Peter Wright, the world number 1, a 6-1
100.
Peters of the Netherlands. Keegan Brown, a winner here in August, a 6-2 victor in round 1 against Kenny Nayans of Belgium. Jose de Sousa, who had his 180 record broken by Dave Chisnall on Thursday for the most 180s in one of these
85.
tournaments, which is he amassed 35. He's beaten Tony Martinez 6-1. Speaking of 180s,
140.
Fourth for Heaver.
But does get himself down to a finish, and Sulevic on a bogey at 163, so he can only get himself down in 2 darter territory now.
65.
So Heaver, opportunity knocks here for the man from Newbury, and may get a dart. Can he hit the single this time? Just double checking the score. Double top has been his friend, and it's his
Game
friend once
shot.
again. A breaker throw for Jason Heaver with an opportunity here. Oh my word, not the start he would have been looking for. And 47 is a score that's music to Sulevic's ears.
Can he finish in style? 60-60 tops. To the left. Too high, and there is one last chance for Jason Heaver.
100.
Another of these finishers where he would hope to get at least a dart at the bullseye. Treble 18 to start.
Treble for the bullseye. Bullseye for 5-5. Unlucky.
92.
Yeah, a long way off. It was the first dart that he missed at any double in this match. But Suljevic can now complete the job. That dart has stood up a little bit. Just caught it on the way through. Double 10. Suljevic gets it done. Suljevic gets it won. A 6-4 success for Mensah Suljevic, but he was really, really troubled by Jason Heaver.
85.
More matches in the early part of their game I'm just seeing right now. Andrew Gilding, though, struggling. 5-0 down to Jamie Hughes. And Adrian Lewis is 4-1 down to Martin Kleermaker.
140.
Board 11 right now. So, as we mentioned in the early part here, a lot of the seeds struggling here this morning.
41.
Matters Rasma 4-3 up against John Michael. Robbie Rodriguez 4-3 up against Scott Waits.
Game shot.
But in the meantime, Steve Beaton. Steve Beaton 2-6-4. Clemens 2-2-1.
100.
Steve Beaton with the winning post in his sights now. Clemens has got to reel off 5 on the spin.
93.
1-6-4. You'd fancy 2 visits from here, but he's going to have to make big inroads at this visit first of all.
78.
Good last dart to get himself down to a 2 darter. Gabriel Clemens 1-8, starting on the 18s. Oh dear.
44.
So Steve Beaton to wrap up a 6-1 win. He's going to need treble 15 for double top. One dart, double top for 6-1. Thank you very much.
And the match.
A magnificent performance from Steve Beaton, rolling back the years, that is for certain, against the seed Gabriel Clemens.
There's always, with Mike De Decker, there's always a chance that 180 just comes out of nowhere and suddenly he's back in the leg, and it's actually a ton 40 there that all of a sudden, despite that good start to the leg from Van der Velde, he finds himself under pressure again.
140.
But trading 140s here to get himself down to 66. De Decker can only pressurise, and he may just do that with another treble 20.
105.
Unlucky.
Loads of routes for this. He's going to 10s, and that leaves double 18. Looks a good guide.
48.
Can't use it, and De Decker to take a 4-1 lead with another breaker throw. It'd be 4 legs on the spin.
He'll have one dart at it. 16 for tops. That's 4-1.
One of those two could have a really, really significant day in the race for Ali Pali. That
43.
could be an absolutely enormous game that both of them look back on and say that was either the key game that saw me get there and
137.
potentially save himself as a professional player, or it was the game where it all fell apart for him.
96.
129 for the tie. 72 left. He went double 18, double 18. Put a great
105.
last third dart to get himself down to 24. Van der Velde, last chance saloon. Needs a treble. Not going to happen.
43.
Well, a learning experience for Van der Velde. But it
Game
is
shot
a
and the match.
convincing victory for Mike De Decker. He does set up a shootout for the board final with the bronzed Adonis Steve Beaton. Lost the opening leg there, De Decker, then won 6 on the spin at the minute. One on the European Tour in Belgium just the other week. He is hitting 180s like they are going out of fashion.
Can Suter respond with a 180 of his own? And that is indeed the case for the man from Arbroath. 180s galore so far. He's opening 2 legs.
55.
Only 55 for Dave Chisnall. So Alan Suter here on 1-2-1. Treble, he'd fancy his chances. Needs a treble now for the ball. He'll have a dart at the ball. This for 2-zip. Oh,
Game
yes,
shot.
sir. 2-zip for Alan Suter. And Dave Chisnall will have something to think about. Great first dart from Suits, though. Second's pretty good. That was the third. That's not bad. Great cover.
174.
To take the 4 off as well, to leave 270. That's going to give Chisnall something to think about.
Right back in the leg.
59.
And a treble-less visit from Chiz. He wants to stay on the 20s even though he's blocked it, because a ton gets into a finish. Oh, how do you get there from the right-hand side? Oh, there's
40.
always the danger.
So close to parity now in this leg. He's got to go 18s here, got to go across.
94.
Gets the treble. To his credit, to leave 1-3-4. Suter. And even an even 60 would leave an outshot here, but he's looking to better that is for sure. Treble isn't required. Not got, no.
60.
It's on. It's still on. Double 16 for a 1-3-4. Dave Chisnall, the professor. 5 apiece. He has survived a match dart to lose this game 6-3.
And Chisnall starts on 18s. And he's not going to get down to a finish.
80.
And now Alan Suter here will have 6 darts at 150. He's got rid of 60 of it. 90 to go. Double 18. Old Faithful.
114.
He'll be back.
Well, Alan Suter nearly producing another Suit special, winning a tight game with a massive checkout, just as he did a couple of times at Alexandra Palace.
65.
But he has stood up to this comeback from Dave Chisnall. It looked like he was fading. It looked like he was wilting. They're not close. And
18.
neither is that. How can you be perfect on the doubles for so long in the game and then miss 5 for the match? And those last 3 were not close. And Dave Chisnall, if he wins it with this, it is going to be such a difficult loss to take for Soutar.
160. Soutar will be back. Chisnall
49.
only takes 49 off that 160 to leave 111. So Alan Soutar, 2 9s. Single 1 for double 4. Gets it
Game
this
shot
time,
and
and Alan Soutar takes the big scalp of Dave Chisnall. An up and down affair, that is for sure.
100.
Flipped round from the first leg where the player thrown second has got the advantage.
94.
Last start into the treble 18 means that Whitlock will get a look at the 1-2-8 for a 2-0 lead. Razma furious with that dart.
77.
19s come to his aid as they so often do. That leaves the bullseye. And that
Game
leaves
shot.
nothing at all. 2-0 to the Wizard. Excellent stuff from Simon Whitlock so far. Danny Baggish missing out on a board final for what would have been a third
56.
consecutive day, beaten 6-2 by Rob Cross. Played well in that game, Baggish, 97 average, but not good enough to beat the European champion.
133.
Brilliant treble 19 hitting again. Standard Madders Razma behaviour. Could stay there.
100.
Yeah, tried to leave double 6. In the end, he's left 52. More treble 19s, Madders. A couple of them would give you a dart at double 18. There's one of them. And there's another. And there's the
Game
double
shot.
18. Magnificent from Madders Razma.
$57.
101 points clear plus these. The game is there. There to be won. And he is going to set it up beautifully.
135.
Many match darts
94.
incoming for Madders Razma. Here's the first 2. In fact, he
Game
only
shot
needs
and
one.
the
A
match.
very, very decent display from the Latvian number 1, who takes out the Wizard of Oz.
$100.
Ooh,
43.
This is the 18 segment. Rare loose dart means he's not down to a finish. So Humphreys can start on the ball. And double 16.
Game
And
shot.
that is done.
$180.
Well, we've already seen a 9-darter today. We saw one yesterday. Johnny Clayton has hit one. Seen one from
43.
Ryan Searle. Jose de Souza missed the double. Can Callan Rids produce perfection? No is the answer.
65.
Still looking very good for this leg, though, seeing as he's got 300-point lead. Although that has been cut
180.
significantly. Double 8s.
Game
11
shot.
darter. Magnificent stuff. Well, he's not even got in the 15 there, which is sees the chance evaporate.
87.
Ooh, it would have been incredible. There have been a few
96.
missed doubles from Callan Rids, and this is an awkward double. Does he go straight at it? He does. How much can you see?
No score.
It's right on the wire. 3 mismatched darts, and Luke Humphries can steal the victory away. That's not where it needs to be. That is double 10. Oh my
54.
word, they've both mismatched darts. Is it the same tactic, Callan? It is. Is it the same result? No, it is not. A magnificent last dart from Callan Rydz brings an end to a frenetic contest. 11 legs, mid to high 90s all the way through. So out of Bunting, Murnan, Killington, Cross, somebody reaches the semis.
140.
Rob Cross, I think, will be the favourite for it. Possibly the heavy favourite, but it's always dangerous underestimating the bullet Stephen Bunting.
41.
Treble 19. Leaves double top for a brilliant 12 darter to start things off.
Game shot.
Magnificent stuff from Rob Cross.
$95.
Can't quite make the adjustment to get a dart at the bullseye. Rob Cross will be looking at the bullseye. George Killington is getting nowhere near the bull in this game. What a guide. Shame he can't use it.
104.
Is it going to be a dart at the bullseye at the end of this for Killington? He'll hope not. Oh, no, he's got a 25 and bull. Whoa, what a guide. Absolutely unreal. He has spent all game not even getting close to the 25 when thrown at the bullseye, and then finishes 25 bull. He may have been a long way behind on the averages. He's been well beaten in some legs, but there have been opportunities.
140.
And it looks like he's going to pay the price for missing them and miss out on his first ever quarter-final on the PDC Tour.
100.
Not enough to leave a finish. Cross has got all the time in the world.
$49.
And he elects to leave the double 18. Interesting decision, because you miss inside with your first 2 darts, you don't get another one. Does like this double 18, of course.
65.
Can he close out the match on it?
Game shot.
He can close it out on double 9. Rob Cross comes through a battle with George Killington, who kept on posing him problems.
No, 4 perfect visits for Ryan Meikle, none for Gary Anderson.
Oh, no.
60.
Well, that is the Gary Anderson, isn't it, from the World Championship final against Taylor. I think he just said something like, well, all of mine came out.
You still got at least 60. Are they going to stick in? Of course they're going to stick in. That's how you punish it.
And that's what Taylor did to him.
Well, Ryan Meikle there should have been on 81 after 9, as it is he's back on 201. Gary Anderson is on 87
93.
after 9, and it's a crucial point of the game as well, because Anderson can go into the lead for the first time. Double 18. There you go. Look, if you're going to get a bit of fortune, you've then got to make it count. And Gary Anderson with 5 perfect darts there, 180, 87 out. If he could clear this in 2 visits, Ryan Meikle will be a leg away from the semi-finals. Look at that. Straight down the middle. Straight down the middle for another maximum. Anderson did that to leave 32 in the last leg. Could not convert.
100.
If Meikle succeeds where Anderson fails, he's close.
Well, that's close. That's closer.
Game shot.
And that is in for Ryan Meikle, who now leads 5-4 and he's on the brink.
But it may only be one dart for the leg. Meikle, it's not quite as good, but he's there.
Could have chosen to go bull with the last dart. Oh, Gary Anderson misses a big number, and Ryan Meikle
36
should get a match dart. Now, by not going for the bull in the previous visit, he may have to go for the bull at the end of this one.
Maybe at the start. No, he's gone treble 15, he's got it. Gary Anderson looks away, match darts Ryan Meikle, and he only needs the one. Absolutely stunning from Ryan Meikle. His first ever win against Gary Anderson, his first ever senior semi-final, and the clutch finishing in that match was absolutely spectacular from the Barber. 50% on doubles.
Cross won't be leaving a finish, so Rids knows now he has 2 visits
100
to turn this 167 into nothing. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh man, says Callan Rids.
47.
He's opened the door here for Rob Cross. Come on in.
180.
Does not need a written invitation.
95.
Furious darts from Callan Rids.
Game shot.
And he is positively seething.
140.
Still a long way to go in this race, or there could be if Rids can get his head together and find that form that he's shown already today.
180.
Problem is he's got Rob Cross in front of him doing that, and it's him who's likely to average towards 110 in this game.
140.
Just as Callan Rids did in the quarterfinals. Didn't even think he needed to bother going for the bullseye. And he was right. 5-1 Rob Cross, 4 up, 2 away. Rids in trouble. Interesting. Interesting from Rob Cross.
92.
Well, the 14 segment would have ensured him a dart at the bullseye at the very least. Instead, he says to Callan Rids, I don't think you'll do this, pal. And he gets his fingers burnt. Callan Rids completes the big 1-4-5 combo. That was a real blockbuster finish, but is it just
120?
The highlight in a match that ultimately ends in defeat for Callan Rids? Rob Cross should still get match darts.
$105.
Callan Rids will be pretty annoyed knowing that he's found
46.
his feet in this match. There's a 10 darter followed by a 15 darter, but Rob Cross looking for an 11 darter of his own to win it.
Game shot.
And he does win it. 7-5. Callan Rids left it late. He left it too late. Produced some brilliant darts in it, as he did in the quarterfinal win over Alan Suter. Cross is the best performer statistically today, the only man with a tournament average in 3 figures, and has hit 10 more 180s than Peter Wright, including the one in this leg.
60.
22 now for Cross, 12 for Wright.
As 8 is the magic number for the
140.
Players Championship 27 here in Barnsley. Rob Cross 164. Well, you may have a darter here if he does number trouble 19. Hello, bullseye. The traditional step away, eye in, bullseye. Thank you very much. What a start for Rob Cross against the darts as well. Cross going across to the 18s and found 2 of them. How about all three?
162.
Fill your boots, son, to leave it on 60.
Told you it was his favourite. Becoming even more friendly with it now, but Wright wants treble 20. And now he wants double 20.
85.
Problem for Rob is he can't use treble 18 here.
But he can use the treble 20. How about another? How about tops? For 2-1. And another breaker throw.
Game
Oh,
shot.
wow. 164 in the first leg, 160 in the third. Cross 2-1 up.
That is one of the most brilliant spells of darts. Reflected that head-to-head record. Just nothing between them. No idea who to make the favourite in this match.
180.
Well, that'll make Wright the favourite in this leg, that is for sure. 10.05, 18s for Rob Cross. And again, looking to fill his boots. And does so.
162.
Well, it's 3 180s apiece, but it's 2 162s for Rob Cross as well. They don't get recorded in any stats, but they're perfect visits. With 3 big trebles.
59.
So 143 coming in for Rob Cross. Which way is he going to go here?
Could start on 18s.
And does so. 89 to go, so treble 19 will leave double 16. Double 16. This for a 143 to go along with the 160 and the 164 so far for Rob Cross. Oh, wonderful! A 164 in the first leg, a 160 in the third leg, and now in the 7th leg, a 143. But this is a great visit from Rob Cross. A superb visit. And now clear daylight between the two in this leg. And Rob Cross looking a big favourite now to go 4 up with 5 to play.
180.
And to take his second player's title of the year.
Yep.
Yeah, and it would be 2 in 4 events for Rob Cross. Having won here in Barnsley at Players' Championship 24
79.
in August. It took him a long old while to win one. But he might be timing his run just at the right time of the season.
125.
So this to go 4 clear.
Game shot.
4 clear it is for Rob Cross. He's on the hill, 1 leg away from victory here in Barnsley. Rob Cross 5 on the spin, and now 2 darts at double 10 for this title here in Barnsley.
60.
And a little chuckle from Voltage. He'll be back.
Yeah, had so much time to get it done.
81.
Peter Wright, a good run. The world #1 reaching the final.
No score.
But Rob Cross's bus, and there may yet be a twist in this tungsten tail.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well indeed. 104, Peter Wright. Well, there's the 4.
Well, Rob's looked at that, and you get the sense he knows what's coming next.
Treble 20 for tops for a 104 to stay in the tie.
84.
Just below.
And Cross thought after such a bad dart that Peter Wright was going to clean it up there. But can Cross finally claim the cash? And Rob Cross
Shot on the match.
is the boss in Barnsley. He defeats the world #1 Peter Wright 8-4 in the final. Some fantastic performances to get there.